What made producers think these would work? Hey guys, it's Phoebe with WatchMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dumbest reality TV show ideas.
Why don't we take a look at each one's plastic surgery wish list?
We're taking a look at American reality TV shows that were so bad, they're almost like parodies. We will not be including game shows. Let's get to it.
And the music has stopped. All three racers enter the water and heading for the same set of stairs.
Number 10. Toddlers and Tiaras.
I actually go through a lot of emotions when she's on stage. I always have that proud mom moment, no matter how she does, just seeing her up on stage just to sparkle for 1 minute.
This is the show we have to thank for Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. If that isn't enough to justify its inclusion here, what about the fact that it glamorized child beauty pageants and put very young girls, some barely out of diapers, onto stages and our screens to be judged according to adult standards?
It's really hard for me to keep on smiling when I'm doing my play balls because you kind of get scared that you're going to hit yourself on stage.
Unsurprisingly, much controversy surrounded the series throughout its run, as people understandably had issues with little kids wearing provocative clothing and or mimicking behaviors restricted to those who've attained legal age, like smoking.
My daughter Destiny knows how to strut her stuff on stage.
No.
Despite the effects that being in the public eye at such a young age and in such high-pressure situations could have, the TLC program went on for 7 seasons and even spawned multiple spin-offs. Number 9. Mr. Personality.
What happens when one extraordinary woman who has only dated men the ordinary way must pick the love of her life without ever seeing his face?
In this reality show, 20 men competed for the affection of one woman. The catch was that they all had to wear masks to conceal their faces. So the only way the woman could judge the contestants was by their personalities instead of their looks.
Haley, I love you. I do.
So it was like The Bachelor but with strange masks that made the show look weird and off-putting. How did the show know they had a clunker on their hands? To generate interest, they brought in Monica Lewinsky to host, long after her 15 minutes of fame were up.
One by one, your 2 suitors are gonna come down and make their final pleas.
Number 8. Vanilla Ice Goes Amish.
Deep in the heart of the Ohio countryside, miles from the nearest shopping mall, is the largest Amish settlement in the U.S.
Getting in on the reality craze for shows about the Amish, this show on the DIY network had rapper Vanilla Ice heading to an Amish village in Ohio.
I will learn some age-old building techniques and hopefully bring some cutting-edge design to the Amish community.
There he was taught by the local community to work on houses using old-fashioned craftsmanship that didn't rely on modern technology. While several reality shows pair up unlikely partners for fish-out-of-water experiences, those scenarios usually work if they sound interesting or have potential for good conflict.
The only problem is they don't have enough hip-hop in the Amish world. I think we might have to change that around here before I leave.
With this pairing, Vanilla Ice may have found the one group that had less street cred than he does.
You ever heard of Jay-Z?
I've heard of him.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell you what he sings.
Number 7. Are You Hot? The Search for America's Sexiest People.
Good evening and welcome. I'm JD Roberto, and this is Are You Hot? The Search for America's Sexiest People.
This ABC show was a nationwide competition that was only concerned with judging contestants by their looks, instead of rewarding a well-rounded personality or unique talent.
What's it gonna be? Not.
Contestants stood scantily clad in front of a panel of 3 judges who gave their frank, if not creepy, opinions on the person's looks, pointing out the tiniest flaws.
I give your face a 9/9. You've got a beautiful face, beautiful hair. Body, I give you a 7/5.
As if that didn't sound bad enough, Judge Lorenzo Lamas would aim a laser pointer at contestants to highlight areas he wanted to focus on. The show was considered shallow even by reality TV standards. Number 6. Playing It Straight.
But not all of the guys are here for romance. Some of them are gay.
What? This show was a high-stakes test of gaydar. One woman was given the task of dating 14 men on a ranch to suss out which ones were gay.
I'm doing great.
I'm Lee.
So great. Hi, Lee. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
They said you were beautiful.
If she could pick the one that was straight, then the two would win $1 million prize. But if she picked someone that was gay, she would lose out on the prize, and the gay guy got to keep the money. So the gay men tried to pass off as straight so they could trick the woman and take the jackpot for themselves.
I really think the guys that kiss me tonight, I think they're straight.
Way to portray members of the LGBTQ+ community as devious frauds. Given how shameless reality TV shows can be, of course this was a premise for a show in the mid-2000s.
Ryan and Gus.
Definitely Bill, definitely Gus, and definitely Chris.
Number 5, Who's Your Daddy?
Why did you guys have to give me up for adoption?
It was a very turbulent time.
How controversial was this show? It was pulled after one episode. A woman was reunited with her biological father after having been given up for adoption, but not before having to identify him out of a group of strangers. If she can pick her real father out of 8 men in 3 rounds, then she gets $100,000. But if she guesses wrong, then the man she incorrectly identified walks away with the money, which gives each man the incentive to convince the woman that he's the real father.
So she wanted to keep me too, honestly.
This show needlessly opens up emotional wounds. Number 4, Bridalplasty.
Every bride wants to look perfect on her wedding day, but some may need some extra help.
In this e-reality show, which resembles The Swan, 12 women who are about to get married live together in a house separated from their fiancés and compete against each other in challenges where the prize is a plastic surgery they've requested.
Hi ladies, I'm Shayna Mokler and welcome to Bridalplasty!
Each week, the women vote each other out of the house, and whoever wins the show gets the wedding of their dreams, and a whole bunch of plastic surgery to make them look good for their big day. While the show got a lot of attention for its controversial premise, it did not do well in the ratings, showing that there are some things even reality show viewers will not stand for.
I actually met my fiance on The Biggest Loser.
Really? Oh, wow.
So anyone who saw that in December, my fiance proposed to me on TV at our finale.
Oh my gosh!
Number 3, Best Funeral Ever.
Daddy was a disco dancing machine. Daddy knew how to do the Watusi.
It's tough getting over the loss of a loved one, but the fine folks at the Golden Gate Funeral Home, the Dallas business profiled on this show, will try their best to make you feel better.
A homegoing is much different than a funeral. Homegoing is a celebration.
The funerals prepared in this home look like unique celebrations of deceased persons, and in most cases, probably too unique.
Quentin loved breakfast. He ate it 3 times a day. So the family decided to celebrate his life with a breakfast funeral.
Quentin, let us know!
While the funerals depicted in the show would be fun events to attend, they can also be seen as mockeries of the solemn ritual of funerals that do not pay proper respect to the dead.
Remember, this is a family. They lost a loved one. What we're going to do is service them today.
Number 2, I Wanna Marry Harry.
Underneath all the trappings, he's not a prince at all. Just an ordinary boy who looks a lot like Prince Harry. 4th in line to the throne.
A couple of years before Prince Harry tied the knot with Meghan Markle, this 2014 show brought a group of American women to England to compete for the affections of someone they're led to believe is Prince Harry. In reality, it's just some red-haired guy who kinda looks like the prince.
I have to convince them I'm Prince Harry, but the goal is for them to like me for who I am.
Somehow, the contestants are not allowed to meet any of Harry's other family members, just Harry. Doesn't sound fishy at all. Plenty of reality shows like Joe Millionaire trick contestants into believing something to be true, but none have been so obviously fake.
My greatest fear is the girls fall entirely for the whole scenario, and then when it's revealed I'm not from wealth or status, they'll just turn around and have no interest.
If after that disaster you still want to marry Harry, well, I'm sorry to say, but you are out of luck. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
He's back.
I am Mystery.
Hi,
I'm gonna give you a hug, but don't expect much of a great conversation.
The birds moved to Alaska to raise their kids in a safe, natural environment. And with a third baby on the way, they're taking the term natural literally.
I'm excited to have my baby outside in Alaska.
Evan will invite 20 beautiful women to a chateau in France who believe he has just inherited over $50 million.
My mom tells us that she's gonna audition to be a cheerleader. We're thinking she's absolutely psycho. She's like way too old to be wearing short skirts and dancing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Married at First Sight.
The decision I make will forever affect my life, and it's just scary that I have to make this decision so soon.
Based on a Danish reality show, 6 strangers at a time are arranged into 3 couples by a group of professionals based on who they believe will be compatible with one another.
So now the time has come for your decision. Do you want to stay married, or do you want to get a divorce?
After a matter of weeks spending time as husband and wife, each couple then has to decide whether or not they want to continue their marriage. Astonishingly, this show has lasted for at least 9 seasons and has managed to not run out of people who are willing to ruin their lives for cheap reality programming.
We weren't very awkward.
We really weren't. I think that's what I liked about us.
If you're gonna marry someone, I think you should know them a little longer than a few weeks, maybe a month? But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments or tweet me at Phoebe_WM. And check out this video.